Well, the families of the 3 women killed when part of the BLUFFs gave way in Encinitas last year have filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city and the state, hoping more will be done to protect other beachgoers in the future. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie joining us live at Grandview Beach, where that deadly accident happened last year. Mary?
It was early August last year, Jim, when the massive chunks of the sandstone right here gave way. The 3 women were trapped and buried in front of their children and their families. Lifeguards here do tell beachgoers sometimes to stay away from the bluffs, but in the lawsuit these families have filed, they say that day they were not warned.
That we really hope that some changes can take place here before another family is injured like mine has been.
That is Pat Davis, husband and father to 2 of the victims, and he says what happened here has been a well-known and ongoing issue. And they allege in this lawsuit filed on behalf of the families that the state, the city of Encinitas, the community association, and the property management company were all negligent and well aware of the potential for catastrophe, calling the risk of collapse inevitable and the bluffs a, quote, time bomb for the beach-going public. The lawsuit says the lifeguard on duty that day, in fact, directed the families to set up their party under the cliffs here. The families of the 3 women held a press conference at the Vista Courthouse today to announce the lawsuit, also announced their support for a state Senate bill that would impose stricter erosion mitigation to prevent future coastal bluff collapses. None of it, of course, would help with the emotional trauma, which is also detailed in the lawsuit, as Pat Davis, for instance, held his daughter's head in his lap, tried to help her breathe until paramedics arrived. It also talks about the anguish of Annie CLAVE's 2 young children who were 5 and 7 and witnessed what happened that day.
I've been focusing 100% of my time on my kids because they need it. They've lost their mom due to this horrific accident.
Now, they referenced a number of other deadly collapses over the years. There was another collapse to the south of us, about 1.5 miles the other direction, not quite a month ago, and roughly a year to the date of this accident. They said, though, fortunately no one was hurt that time, but they talked about how upsetting it is when they have come down here and seen people directly under the cliffs, and they are just worried about something happening to yet another family. We are live in Encinitas this morning. Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.